Hey guys, it's Franco again from my cybersecurity journey, and I just want to go over some updates for what I've been up to. So, as y'all know from the last video, I am applying, and I've been admitted into WGU, and I start their cybersecurity and information assurance program on February 1st. And just an update on what's going on with that, so I can kind of help guide any future students in the process. So, kind of after you're admitted and you're done talking with your counselor, um, they open up orientation for you, and they say it takes about 6 to 8 hours. I will say if you take your time with it, it probably is about 6 to 8 hours long. But I put all the videos on double the speed, and they're really short videos. They're like 6 minute videos. There was a couple that were like 8. But it's a lot of reading. It's a lot of reading, and it just kind of goes over what you're expecting to see when they finally open the classes to you and what it'll look like. And it's more of like a guide to get yourself familiarized with WGU. And I think it's catered more for less technically proficient people so that they kind of know where everything is. Because it feels overwhelming, and I think it'll feel like that for anyone, no matter how old they are or how much they know. But I mean, it's so pretty much like you just gotta keep things simple in your head, and you'll go about it pretty easily. And then, um, I think it was a total of 8 units, and at the end of every unit, you take a unit test. It's not really for a grade, but it's just to test your knowledge, I guess, if you want to brush up on things. So after you do that, you do have an assessment you have to complete, which is your first one, and they require that for everyone. So the assessment consists of, I want to say, 8 questions, 8 to 10 questions over what you plan to do to kind of keep your study schedule on point, how many hours you're going to put forward, basically how you're going to be proactive on staying up with your schoolwork, and maybe even trying to go above and beyond. Um, Past that, I had a meeting with my program mentor, which was it was really hard trying to get it set up because it's done through Calendly, and for some reason she had it open on like the weekend, and she doesn't work the weekend, but I had scheduled one for the weekend and I didn't know. Then I had scheduled one during the week also, but she never called me, so that's why I had rescheduled it for the weekend. Then I rescheduled another one for later today, but she actually called me earlier than usual because she saw that I had been, scrambling about trying to schedule a meeting with her. And the meeting was pretty simple. It was really rudimentary. She kind of just went over things that I already knew, but I guess some people might not know. So, like how WGU works, a competency-based model, what she's there for, what she can provide me with. But really, what is important is the second meeting you have with your program mentor, which is they usually try to have that on the first day of your start date. And she's going to call me back on the first day of my start date so that we can kind of go over so she can, because you have to have that second meeting so they can open up your program to you, because while you're in orientation, you are kind of in like a preview mode of the program, so you kind of like can get familiarized before you start, but they don't actually let you have access to the classes until you have that second program mentor meeting. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. In regards to that, in orientation, you also have to do a program learning guide, I believe is what it's called, or no, personal learning guide. It's also really rudimentary. I don't think that, from what it says here, I don't believe that you have to complete it, but they quote unquote say you should complete it before your start date. But it's a bunch of really rudimentary stuff. They make you take a typing test, a technological proficiency test, and just ask you like, oh, how many hours are you gonna put towards school? How many hours do you work? Just like really, just a couple of questions. And yeah, I'm going into the semester having come from another university. I'm going in with 13 competency units, most of them for general education. And then with my Google IT support certificate, I believe they said that that one covers the intro to IT, which is cool. And I've just been using IT Pro TV, watching the videos and taking notes to kind of get ready for the CompTIA Plus. Because one of my personal goals for doing this is I want to try to in this 6 months that I'm gonna have with the program, I really want to finish the CompTIA trifecta. So I just want to get my A plus, Network plus, and Security plus. That's really like my top goal, and then I want to try to finish within a year. So yeah, another thing I've done is I've been applying to IT jobs. I currently quit my job at SeaWorld because it's horrible. And one way I prepared myself for IT jobs, something that has helped me get a lot of interviews. It cost me about $500. I'm gonna say this up front. This is not a sponsor, but I do recommend it because it was such a great resource. Is from a YouTuber that I look up to, and that is Josh Madakor, right? I learned about WGU through him, but he partnered with Troy Buckled, I think is his name. I could be wrong though, but he partnered with him and they created Course Careers together. So Troy kind of created the sales, software sales side of Course Careers, and then Josh, all on his own, did the intro to IT, or it's like a help desk course. It's pretty cool. You do everything in Microsoft Azure or Windows Azure. It has a bunch of labs that are done on VMs. You kind of create your own ticketing system. You set up a firewall using Wireshark. Just kind of you learn about subnetting, IP addressing. I really recommend it for anyone if they have the money to spare. Just great resource. I'll link it down below. I'm also gonna link down below the CompTIA flashcards that I'm personally using, and putting them into my Anki deck. I recommend Anki for anyone also who is interested in just being able to keep concepts in their head, because Anki is really good for that. So yeah, I finished the Course Careers course. All I'm waiting on is for them to grade the final assessment, but I definitely recommend it. It goes over a lot of stuff, and you can put it all. You create a portfolio. You can put it on your resume. He goes over how to revamp your resume, and also on his channel. When you guys go on Josh's YouTube channel, he has student testimonials of students who completed the program and got an IT job. So I definitely recommend it for anyone who's interested in trying to make the switch. I think that's cheaper than trying to get the CompTIA Plus and the Network Plus and this and that. I think you'll make your money back quicker doing that, because I have personally gotten so many more interviews from that than I did from my Google certificate, and that I'll just put it like that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.